hold up. Let's do it on that one. There you go.
Did that work? Did it not work?
Yeah, it was on the StreamYard bench. There you go. They can see us now. There you go.
I've done it now. I did the big raspberry. Hey, everyone. Joke died. Never mind.
Absolutely.
Hey, everyone.
Let's move these around so that we're in the right place. There you go.
Hey.
It's your show. You should be on the left, mate.
Okay, thanks, Mum.
Right,
hey, everyone. Oh, dear Lord. Welcome to Warhammer Sunday Saturday. I've still not come up with a better name. Yeah.
Is it Saturday?
Yeah, it's Warhammer Sunday Saturday. It's Saturday.
Ah, it's Saturday.
Is your brain gone a bit wonky now?
Yeah, it's a bit wonky, mate. I'm still up from the frolic, more or less, so yeah.
You're like, hang on, wait, Sunday Saturday. Oh, what? Oh.
Yeah. Can I pick up my wheel now? No, let's let you do your intros.
No. He's been sat there fettling. He's got a serious problem, this man.
Oh, yeah.
He sat there and he went, I'm not going to fettle, I'm going to put my sander down. He put it there, and within seconds he went, I'm doing it again. I've decided I'm going to get him one of those like Japanese mouse mats that has like 2 giant boobs that you can squish to just distract his hands before the stream goes live. Because that thing's useless. It does nothing. He's there going, I'm doing my fettling. I'm just, sanding.
I tell myself, this is it. I'm like, I'm doing it again. So I put everything down. And then suddenly, my pliers are in my hand and me scraper. And I'm like a little hamster.
He puts his sanding stick down and just picks up something else. It's like,
Yeah.
Everybody, hello, welcome to Warhammer Sunday Saturday. Yes, it's that time of the week when Festa and I do some nonsense, some Warhammer nonsense. It's for the time being on Saturdays, but I couldn't be bothered coming up with a better name, so there you go. That's what we've got, Warhammer Sunday Saturday. It is, of course, me and my very good friend, Colin from Festa 67's workshop.
Hello, gang.
Hello, Colin.
How you doing, folks?
I'm not too bad. How are you, my friend? My jovial friend.
Mate. I'm fine and dandy-o, mate. Same as, mate.
Lovely. And before we get going, let's do all the shout-outs. Big shout-outs to
mate.
Yeah, the people that make this content possible, which is my brain. Be grateful to my brain, it makes this nonsense. No, don't be grateful to my brain, it makes a lot of bad things happen. Be grateful to emodels.co.uk, your one-stop shop for all your model making needs. How many, Colin?
All of them.
All of them.
Not one of them. Not 2 of them.
Nope. Not 2.
3.
Not 3.
All
of them. Big roundness of everything.
Yeah, big roundness of all. Mate.
Yeah, link in the description below the video for them. emodels.co.uk, 10% off everything. Just go and buy everything that you want. And of course, Cromlech over at bitsofwar.com are my affiliates. There's a link in the description below the video for them. You get 5% off your order, and they're awesome. So
yeah, Cromlech.
Beautiful. Yeah. As you can see on Colin's bench there's some Cromlech he's going to be assemblating. So yes. So links in there. And of course to my patrons and channel members who directly support the channel. You can become one by going to patreon.com/modelmakingguru, or you can press join under my channel content, any of it, to become a channel member. You can support me, and you can do the same for Colin.
Absolutely. Patreon.com/Festa67's workshop and youtube.com/Festa67. Click the join button. That gives you access to the Zoom 24/7 off-air hangouts, folks.
That goes for both of us. That was the biggest, fattest ... I've ever heard.
Yeah. I'm bad in
yes, you are. You're totally rubbish. But then, so am I. So anyway, yes, welcome to Warhammer Sunday. We're going to be going for a couple of hours.
Warhammer Saturday.
I think Chris streams at 8, so we need to finish before 8. So
does he?
Finish just before. I think so. Was that a Sunday? I can't remember now.
I've got no idea, mate.
I need to go and make dinner anyway at that point, so we shall go till about 7:45 or something like that. Yes, we are going to be building Warhammer as always. If you're watching this and you're with us, we've all got the chat in front of us, so make sure to press the little icon, the little YouTube icon on the bottom right hand corner, and come and join the chat if you're watching it embedded somewhere. And if you want to get our attention, my brain just stopped then in the middle of a word. If you want to get our attention, do @ModelMakingGuru or Guru Fox, or @Festa67 or Festa67's workshop in the chat, and it'll put our name in an orange box. Or you can do super chat with the little dollar symbol. I'm out of practice doing all this blurb at the start.
I know, you're useless, ain't you?
I got it down to like 2 minutes at one point. Now it's like half an hour. I don't know. So anyway, we are doing Warhammer. I am building the flash kits. I've got 2 sets of flash kits, so it's 10 dudes, 2 squads of 5, that I will eventually put in my Squiggoth's howdah, or they will go in my Squiggoth, because I've been told that Flash gets a kick-ass in the back of a Squigoth. What are you doing, Festa? What is your Cromlech build for today?
Some Cromlech goodies I've actually got on the present button. There you go.
Ooh.
I am building that, which is on the bench currently.
What's it called? The Death Rocket half-track.
Yeah, once I've done that, I shall then start doing that bad boy.
Yeah, I've got one of those.
All right.
That's part of the greatcoats, orc greatcoats.
Absolutely,
isn't it?
but look at the checkers on the tyres, dude.
Yeah, it's fantastic, isn't it?
Oh,
they are they are beautiful sculpts.
So yeah, that's what I'm up to. They're from Cromlech. We've both got affiliate links. Obviously on this channel, use Fox's one, so it's in the description.
Yes, bits of war.com.
So yeah, that's what you get from Cromlech. And look at the quality, folks. Look at that. Look at that detail.
Phew, let me put your full screen. Hang on.
Glorious, sexy detail. Look at that.
It is nice. I mean, the ones I've got are just as crisp as that. They're lovely.
Absolutely stunning. And yeah, look, sprockets. Have some of that, folks.
You're made of sprockets.
So you do get some really crisp detail on them. So yeah, give them a look, folks. They really are worthwhile. So yeah, there you go.
Especially if you want World War II German orcs, because it's just hilarious.
Oh yeah,
They're not all like that, but there's a range of them.
Yeah, they're just good. I like them.
They are. Yeah. It's a different kind of resin to Forge World. It's slightly harder than Forge World resin.
Yeah.
How have you found it to play with?
All right, to be quite honest with you. It sands really quickly, as you can see there. There was just a slight nub, couple of strokes with the sander, and she's pretty much ready to go, mate. Dust-wise, you know, I put a bit of water down on my cloth here, just to capture the dust and adhere it to the bench. So the heavy duty stuff I did yesterday of trimming all the big chunks off and getting the saw out, because I would have had to put my respirator on doing that, on the live
stream.
Whereas this, because it's so minimal now, I can just literally lightly with the sander rather than be aggressive, and it's just falling onto the damp cloth. So
most of it's actually carving, isn't it, and scraping rather than actually
absolutely. So that's what I would do if you're building these live, folks. Is just do your major prep beforehand. But
yeah, because you can't work resin without wearing a respirator, unless you're doing like the little last touches where you can just, that's fine. But when you cut them off the key blocks and things like that, you need to wear a mask, because resin's horrible stuff. Resin particles.
And this particular sander is only ever used for resin.
Für den Resin gefahren?
Purely and simply.
Right, so purely and simply. I'm going to try and do 2 dudes today, but as you saw yesterday on the Friday stream, it took me a long time to make this one captain.
Absolutely. Can you let us know, folks, that audio and video is going well? Well, whilst you're doing that, I'm going to acknowledge the chat.
Oh, yes.
Jeff Light is in, says, hi, Fox and Cole. Hello, Jeff. How you doing, mate? Stefan Last is in, saying, good evening, Fox and the chat. I'll be in the background continuing my vinyl audio restoration project. Yeah, good man. We'll keep an eye on here as well. Jeff Light saying hello to Stefan. McLeish is in. He's going,
McLeish.
Yeah. Shenanigans. They say Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And Paul D. Tommaso is in, saying, good day, Colin Fox. Hi, all in chat. Hello, Paul. Love to you. Love to Don, mate. I hope you're both okay. The Bobbins is in, saying, greetings. And Paul is saying, all is good, guys. There you go.
All is good.
It's unusual for me to take over on one of Fox's streams.
I know, I almost completely forgot the chat there.
Thought I'd better acknowledge the people that matter the most, the chat.
Yeah, I completely forgot the protocol.
It's useless.
I am rubbish.
You had one job.
I know. I never said I was good at that one single job.
Yeah, are you looking down at your slippers, aren't you? Feeling the shame, aren't you?
No, I'm building.
No, you don't feel no shame, do you?
I have a cold, dead, black heart.
You know that. You've got sniper eyes at the moment, and I know.
Yeah, the only vestiges of my heart that remain are purely there for Bluey.
Oh God!
Because obviously there's something left there, because I was able to feel an emotion, but unlike some.
Oh, but, brutal!
Brutal but true.
Pick on me day, is it? Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I understand. The gauntlet has just been thrown down. There's me, being
Hey,
nice.
if I hadn't launched the first strike, you would have launched the first strike.
It's the correct answer. Yeah.
Yeah, I know how this works.
Yeah, it's the default answer.
JC Bricks and Builders in. This is afternoon, evening, Fox, Colin, and all in chat. Fox hugs, Festa hugs.
Hello
Welcome
again,
to you,
James.
Welcome.
I will see you in the Zoom later on, mate, because I'll be in the Zoom 24/7. Folks, so to come and spend an evening with us or whatever, you need to be a channel member.
Yep.
So click that join button. Yeah, see what I did?
Or become a patron, yeah. Either or gives you access.
Say, I'm good, didn't I?
I know, thank you. Funko Freddy's in, says, howdy, chatters.
Hello,
Howdy,
Freddy.
Freddy. You know, I had this great plan of gluing this arm on after I painted it. There's a bit that goes between the gun and the guy's chest, and I'm like, how the hell am I going to make that fit now?
It's weird, right? I find it easier pimping stuff when it's your channel than I do on my own. How does that work?
Very well for me, thank you. But
well, yeah. Yeah, Fox releases his in a mercenary. He can't help himself, can he?
I know. I'm going to have to do a tiny dot of super glue to put this arm on temporarily, aren't I?
Oh, you go careful,
yes,
mate.
no. My inner mercenary is basically my inner and outer self. It's all mercenary. I'm mercenary all the way through. It's mercenary all the way down. It's not turtles.
I love it when he tells me off. Right, dude, you are going to do this pimping on your social media, aren't you? Yeah. Following day, he goes, you know that conversation we had yesterday? Vaguely.
Yeah.
Yeah. You didn't, did you? Didn't what? And then he goes through everything again, and I'm like, yeah, I'll do that later.
I says to him, I need my drill bit. I says to Colin, I says, right, don't ever start a business, proper business. But he said, why? I said, because you'd be like, I don't really want to advertise it. It's an imposition.
Yeah. I did it earlier. He said, did you put any build updates up of what you did on the frolic? I went, no. He said, you really are bad, didn't you? I said, yeah, but I don't want to disturb people. He's like, it's your group. It's your... And I went, yeah, I know.
The whole point of doing it, you spoon.
Well, all right, then it's like, yeah.
You're a crazy man. You know that, don't you?
Yeah. I said, yeah, but, they saw the show. They don't need me to bombard
Not everybody.
them. Yeah.
Unless you had like 250 viewers, not everybody in the group saw the show.
Yeah, I know. I know he's right. It's just, I am that bad, folks. And he's like, dude, I'm going to tell H if you don't behave yourself. All right.
It's like, I can never see you getting an advertising job at Coca-Cola.
No. It's just I get this mentality of I don't want to bother people.
It's like, Cole, we gave you a $500 million advertising budget. What did you do? Well, I didn't want to bother people. So what did you spend it on? I went to Forge World.
Yeah, I went to Forge World and I bought these.
I went to Forge World and bought 2 models.
Absolutely. Jacqueline is in saying afternoon, gentlemen, as is Stephen Kessel or Stefan Kessel. Saying good day,
welcome,
gents. Hello, folks. How are you? Welcome, and welcome.
Yeah. I've got to try and super glue this arm on without permanently super gluing it.
So, lesson to be learnt, folks. Don't be like Festa.
Yeah.
Do all of the things.
Yeah. When you're going to do something that needs shameless promotion, you kind of have to do shameless promotion.
Yeah.
It is the order of things.
Honestly, the face palms you do is quite funny. It's like,
Oh, I face palm myself into like next week.
It's like, yeah, you really are getting worse. I'm like, yeah, I know.
I know. Stop being so damn British. Right, I need to make sure this is in the right place.
In the right place.
At the right time, Mr. Freeman. The right man at the wrong time. That's not going to work, is it? No, it's not going to work at all. Curses, curses, curses. Right, that didn't work. I want to temporarily affix the arm so I can line up the other bit. But I can't just use blue tack because that'll not line it up properly.
What's he saying there? James is saying, Fox, you are forgetting what you do in whatever shape or form to try to mock Colin will come back equally or as much worse from Festa himself. Be afraid. Be very afraid. Oh, absolutely, James.
That works both ways, dudes. That works both ways.
You know,
Don't think this isn't something we haven't considered.
Yeah, I do make a mental note of all of the insults, and it's like a game of tennis.
You're a mental note.
Absolutely. You're made of mental notes.
Get you in your mental notes.
Yeah, handbags at 5 paces.
Mm-hmm. Olympic rules.
Absolutely. How's Mum today anyway, mate? How's my favourite Mum?
Ah, she's all right. She's not too bad.
She's not too bad.
Grumpy and old and cantankerous as ever.
Yeah, there you go.
Right, that's temporarily glued
so
on.
The new improved routine lasted, like we both said, 24 hours.
A day.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll give it a try again tomorrow. We'll keep going. I will give up. Not at all give up.
She's brilliant. She's got you
Never
wrapped
give
around
up.
her little finger, mate. She ain't daft.
Never give up, never surrender. I'm not going to be able to glue this on, am I? Because it's not going to work. Curses.
Has it been special, is it?
Well, I've got this strap that goes from the weapon to the chest, but it's not going to allow me to... It's going to very... Well, you put the pauldron on, but you're supposed to get the pauldron in exactly the right place, but there's no way to know which is the right place. So even if I can line it up, there's no way I'm going to be able to put the weapon on after with this strap installed. Interesting. Challenging.
Pardon me.
There's like a little loop on the pauldron that's supposed to go in, but I didn't realise that.
I will stall for a minute whilst you get your quote ready.
Oh, I didn't do that, did I? No. I am so poor at this.
See, Jeff, he had one job, mate. I saw you.
I do, of course, have a link right there.
Yeah, I saw you, mate. I saw you, mate. Apologies for the inadequacy of the host today. In the meantime, Darren Edmonds has popped in saying hello, everyone. Hello, Darren. How are you doing, me old China? Hopefully you're all right. Candy Graham from Mongo is in saying hi. Guru, Festa, Jeff, Stefan, Andy, Paul, Bobbins, Funko, James, and Jacqueline. There you go.
The truth may be puzzling. It may take some work to grapple with. It may be counterintuitive. It may contradict deeply held prejudices. It may not be consonant with what we desperately want to be true. But our preferences do not determine what is true. There you go. I had that ready and waiting. Good timing, that.
That was impressive, soldier.
Yep.
I was mightily impressed with that.
I know what I'm doing at all times.
We didn't rehearse that at all, Jeff, did we, mate?
Nope.
That was proper impromptu.
Impromptu?
Oh, no.
This strap is not going to work, is it?
Is it mocking you?
If they told me that I needed to have this pauldron in exactly the right place, even though there's no actual right place to lock it into, then I would have put it in the right place. But they didn't tell me that. Come on, Games Workshop.
Bless him.
You're having a laugh, ain't you? I'll have to jiggle it somehow. I'll have to do some kajiggling.
You can tell Fox hates the buildy because every build has an issue.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's all their fault because they're doing this to mock you, aren't they, mate? It's a conspiracy.
Even the best build in the world, even the best build in the world has things that I don't like about it.
Oh yeah,
because nonsense. Because nonsense.
Well, it's one of them, innit? You know, you just want to quickly click it together and be done because you're the painty person, see, so...
Yeah. I'll have to... That's not going to work.
And all I'm doing on this is I'm just recutting the tread in the tyres where the resin ear holes had been. The casts, so...
Ear holes.
And I must admit, this resin... is a hell of a lot easier to carve than the Forge World resin.
Is it? Interesting.
It's almost like dry powder based. You know, you just run your blade in there, put a tram line in, and then just pop it straight out, and it cuts. No big issue, mate. No rotary tool needed, no real clean-up needed. It just cuts where you want it to.
Rotary tool, you say? You're a rotary tool.
Yeah, you're made of rotary tools.
Your tools are made of rotary tools.
My tools are display tools. This is how it starts, folks. What was that?
I don't know. Dave came in somehow. I don't know where Dave came from.
Oh, oh, bless him. Stop picking on Squeak.
Squeak.
Poor Dave, he'll get you back.
He will.
He will get you back. He'll be sitting there going, oh, like that, is it? Gauntlet down.
Like, I see how it goes, right? I now see it now.
Yeah.
Right, I've had to cobble this together with a bit of super glue, which is not ideal, but...
Hey, mate, if it's cobbled it together...
Well, I've got to hope that when I try and put it all back together again, it actually doesn't all fall apart again. But if it does, at least it's only super glue. I can undo it.
Yeah, you can debond it, can't you?
Well, I've put a tiny amount, basically, so... If it falls off, it falls off. That's fine. I can glue it in place later on, but I don't want to mess up any paint jobs, you see.
No. That's the thing doing some of these. This is why we do the assemblies like we do on a lot of these, because, you know, not that we're stupid enough to glue the arms on an orc stomper before we painted them, because that would be...
We would never do that.
That would be absolutely pathetic and ill-judged, wouldn't it, mate? But
what I've done there is, you see, I've put a little tiny touch of CA glue on the hose that touches the base, so that keeps the arm in place. Then I've attached this strap here, which is supposed to lock into that little handle on the pauldron, but they don't tell you that in advance when you glue the pauldron on, so it's like, oh, thanks. So I've had to cut a bit off, and I've just super glued that onto the gun, so that when I pull this off carefully, if I can pull this off carefully, get my knife on.
Think yourself lucky, because these, like Forge World, have 0 instructions. You don't even get a picture of the bits.
Oh, yeah. True, but you've only got about 8 parts. That's the advantage of resin kits.
Yeah.
So what I've got now is the weapon with the strap on it. Oh, it's come off already. There you go. I knew it wouldn't.
You may only have 8 parts, but my parts stuck together. No.
Yeah. Well, what I can do is I can reinforce that with some plastic card little fragments, I think. So when it does go back on,
you're a fragment.
So all I can do is CA glue it on there for now, temporarily. In fact, why don't I just take that off? Put that back on there again, and we'll start again. That would be fine. That would be a good way to do it. Let's try that again, shall we? Just touch of super glue on that. I never knew, you know, until a few years ago, that you could use super glue as a temporary fix. It's like, oh, it's just so good.
Oh, yeah.
Like temporarily sticking stuff on bases, it's like, oh, this is perfect.
Oh, yeah. I have a little old extra thin bottle with some acetone in it. And a brush. And then, obviously, I use that as a quick debonder for that. And it just pops it straight back off. Job done.
You're a little old bottle.
Absolutely. You're made of little old bottles.
All your bottles I belong to was... Right, let's give that a second to sit. Fit and sink. I need to make sure it's more glued this time, and then what I'll do is I'll reinforce it with some plastic card so it reinforces the joint, because sometimes you super glue bits together and it's not the strongest of bonds. If it's only like a tiny contact point,
yeah,
that's where the beauty of this being orcs is. I can get creative and just add stuff to it.
Exactly that. Orcs is freedom, folks.
Oh, do you know what I did? I touched that thing, didn't I? Made it move. Sponge.
Oh, you spoon.
Oh, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. It's there, still there. Right, so get that on there. Get that on the gun. It's annoying that I can't make it link up directly with the little handle, but they didn't tell you that, so put a bit of glue on the bottom of that, might help as well.
Andy McLeish says Fox is messing with his strap on.
Steady, Neris. Steady. You made me break me bit off now.
Brownie points have been awarded to McLeish there. That's, yeah.
Apart from the fact he made me pop my end off.
He's playing with his strap on.
Steady now. On a Saturday?
On a Saturday, yeah. He's playing with his strap on.
No, on a Sunday afternoon, maybe, but not on a Saturday. Come on now. That's not civilised.
He then says, don't bottle it. So, yeah, so we did that. Spiddy's in saying, having a quick watch while I roast some coffee beans. Bonjour, folks. Hello, Spiddy. Hello, mate.
Hello, Spid.
How you doing, my friend?
I will keep an eye out on my own chat in a minute, just when I'm not doing this fitting.
Yeah, I thought I would monitor Fox's chat, being that he's biblical gash today, because, yeah.
I'm being creative, and that never ends well.
He's been creative by building an dude. So, yeah. Nice to see you in, Spiddy. I was watching one of your videos the other night. Very, very relaxing as well. It was, mate. It was, yeah.
He does have a way about him, the old Spidula,
it's
doesn't he?
proper Jack Hargreaves. And now we're going to go and do it. It's like, oh, bless him. Bit of late night Spiddy. Yeah.
Yeah. And he's actually never explained what his name means.
Yeah. Go and give him a visit, folks. You won't be disappointed.
Yeah. Right, so I've tried that again. I've glued it back on. But what I'll need to do is reinforce that join when it's super glue set, because I'll take it back off again, but it's a very tenuous link, so I will need to put like a bit of plastic card and make it look like a little extra bit of that strap so that I can get away with it having a proper anchor point.
Absolutely.
So if I...
Paul D. Tommaso says, no, Gunpla is freedom. It certainly is, mate. Dream Builder Daniels in says, creative fun. Spiddy says, cheers, Cole. Cheers, Cole, and hi, Candy. Hey, mate, my pleasure, mate.
James says, you should come in the hangout again at some point, Fox. Can't promise no mockage towards you. I expect it fully.
Yeah. Now you're clutching at straws there, James. You do know this, don't you?
Yes.
Fox appears as often as Ailey's Comet, mate.
Yeah. As much as Halley's Comet on an off day.
Absolutely.
Now the question is, can I get this back on again? I don't think I'm going to be able to do this, am I?
It's really not going well, is it, dude?
No. Skybosh is my plan to put the gun on later. Oh, no, actually, no, it's not going to work. Let's take that off. Scrape all this glue off. It's going to be something that I'm just going to have to glue on later, I think. And hope I don't mess the paint job up.
Yeah, that's a bit annoying then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it too small to put a magnet in?
Yeah, far too small. It's a tenuous. It's literally like a tenuous grip on the corner of the gun.
Oh right.
Because
is it
that's the way it works?
Wafer thin grip.
Wafer thin, just a little bit.
Just a bit wafer thin.
No biggie. I can hopefully glue it on afterwards. I mean, if I got really desperate, I could use PVA glue, but I'll figure something out.
Yeah.
Because what I can always do is get it all painted up, glue that strap on, and then there might be some touch-ups to do in some of the paint, because I'll put some extra plastic card on. But
so you want to do touch-ups with a strap on?
Yeah. I can't get the gun back on, you see. I see what he did there. I can't get it back on with the strap attached, so... Oh well, never mind. We'll get around it. It doesn't have to have the strap, it'd just be nice if he did.
Yeah, just...
We shall get around it, not a problem.
Be a nice little touch, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you're a nice touch.
Absolutely, mate. I'm made of nice touches.
Do. Darren Edmonds is in, says, hello everyone. Hello, Darren. Welcome.
I read that one.
Did you? Yeah. I thought my chat was updated. Andy McLeish says, hey everyone, hello.
Yeah.
Oh, I believe Spid has explained his moniker. He's been quite a while, though, if I recall, it had to do with a couple of non-related stickers. Something to do with watches, says McLeish. I don't know. McLeish says, popped your end off, that's worse. Hey, again, Sunday afternoon.
I think our Mr. McLeish is in mischief mode.
Being he's awake?
Yeah.
Pretty much, isn't it?
It's the default. Is his default set in mischief mode, isn't it?
Yeah. I want to be made of nice touches, says Daniel, who... someone didn't receive a sticker that was supposed to be sent out, says Paul Di Tommaso. Now, don't forget, folks, I haven't asked the question yet. Game and Grub. No, not Game and Grub. Bench and Belly. Game and Grub. Bench and Belly. What's on your bench right now? What are you working on? And Belly, what's in your belly? What are you having for your dinner? Or what have you or going to have for your dinner? Tell me with the words. The words.
All the gory details.
All the details. So many details. I need to cut this little nub down because it's too big.
You're a little nub.
My nub's too big.
Oh, there you go. A retreaded tyre bites the dust. Get in there.
Get in. I'm going to cut this. I've got a hole and a nub for this backpack bit, but you know what? It just sits and wobbles, so I'm just going to cut that off completely and just do it as a flat surface, because I'm not doing that. That seems a bit
You're a wobbly nub.
A wobbly nub. Ralph McTell.
I see what
poorly
you did.
fit. Seems to poorly fit, so I shall make it not poorly fit.
Bit of that.
Speedy Q8 says it's easy. The name is 8QI dips backwards, obviously. And McLeish says, I am mischief in big capital letters. All your mischief are belong to us. You love it really, Nubby McNubber, says McLeish. I don't mind it. I don't mind the occasional good nub. Can't go wrong with a nice nub.
We're made of nubs.
All your nubs belong to us. I've done that already, haven't I? Da 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 da. What did you have for your dinner last night, Festa? After we talked about it on the show.
Fish and chips, mate. As I sent you a picture.
Ooh. Yes, I know. I was asking you for the benefit of the chat.
Yeah, fish and chips. I know.
Fish und Chips. Ja, das ist richtig. And here's a question: what kind of fish was it?
Cod.
Cod.
Yeah, nice bit of cod.
Nice cod.
Because I hadn't had my fish quota.
I do like a nice bit of cod, but I tell you what, I've recently developed a real hankering for haddock.
Oh, bit of haddock, nice one.
My local fish and chip takeaway does like the world's best haddock. It's firm.
Oh, bit of firm haddock.
Like you can actually cut it into chunks. It's like, oh, you know, where all like fish and chip shop is all kind of flumpy and falls apart. This is firm. It's like it comes apart in big chunky flakes, like anime hair. It's like, oh,
yeah, you don't want soggy haddock, do you?
Nah, soggy haddock. Yeah, they do, and they do these like chicken balls, popcorn chicken. But imagine popcorn chicken, but like that big.
Yeah,
really huge
bit of chicken.
Huge bit of chicken. Let's get it on. Just give me 1 second, folks. 1 sec.
Yeah, no worries, mate.
I'm only muted. I'm not going anywhere.
Not a problem. The clay says belly, chicken and chips. We got an air fryer and we're having so much fun with it. They're brilliant, Andy, aren't they? They really are good, mate. So yeah, enjoy, mate. I am sure you will have many hours of fun-filled times, mate. Here you go.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
Are you back, dear?
Yeah, just making sure Mama Wolf was negotiating a frame, stairs, a door, and a light switch at the same time. I'm like, I'll get the door for you.
Oh, bless her. She's ventured out and about.
Yeah. Got to make her a brew a bit later.
Bless her. Don't ever change, Mum.
Well, I'd like if she changed back to the way she was, but there you go.
Yeah. Bobbin says, belly tonight will be a pork biryani. Oh, nice one.
Ooh. I love my local curry place takeaways from. I love the lamb they do. Unfortunately, they only do like 2 different lamb dishes.
Yeah.
One's a vindaloo and one's a biryani. And the biryani's really nice.
La la. See what I did?
La la. I just wish they did more than just those 2 because I love lamb in curries. It's fantastic.
Like a bit of Larry, do you, mate?
Yeah, it's just nicer than chicken. It's like beef but without being rubbish. Because takeaways often do really bad beef, and a lot of takeaways don't actually do beef anyway, Indian takeaways, for obvious reason. Let's get some of this super fast glue. Super fast.
A little bit. He says we'll be having BBQ'd Angus burgers for dinner. On the bench are a number of projects collecting dust. Yeah, you'll get back to your mojo, mate.
Aberdeen Angus. Oh, it's the best. It's the best Angus there is.
Yeah.
It's the best beef, Aberdeen Angus.
Oh, it's the dogs, isn't it?
I would sell family members for that.
Yeah, Aberdeen Angus bangers, mate. Oh, mint.
I did make a terrible mistake once, though.
What?
When I was drawing a comic strip.
Right.
And I needed to represent the fact that I was going on the hunt for a cow to make some spaghetti bolognese with Aberdeen Angus mince. But purely by mistake, and because I'd half-assed the research,
yeah,
it had my character Foxx chasing after a Highland cow, which isn't Aberdeen Angus. So it's like, well, but it's like, you know, it looks like, you know what it looks like. So
yeah, absolutely, yeah.
It visually worked.
There you go.
Reworking the story a little bit.
Have a bit of that. That's better.
Barbecued Angus burgers. Ooh.
That one sits as well. Just do.
Did you, Paul Di Tommaso, did you play some Wolfenstein or one of the other games last night? Did that work for you? It was Paul, wasn't it? It was potentially play a game
yes.
instead. Did you play a game? What did you play? Did it work? Because
Yeah.
I just play games if I've got no mojo.
Absolutely.
Because you know what? You can play a game till the cows come home.
Yeah, how
When
did
they
your
come home,
gaming
you can-
sesh go, mate?
Keep playing the game, yes.
Absolutely, mate.
Did it indeed go?
Yeah, I'm sure it was Wolfenstein on the Xbox. He had a choice, didn't he? The PC game or Wolfenstein. So
Yeah, it was some nonsense MOBA, I think it was. Wolfenstein or something else. Of course, there's only really one answer.
Jeff says he got an air fryer a couple of months ago. Seriously, one of the best cooking gadgets ever. McLeish says, Festa, I'm so looking forward to the things I can cook, plus it's faster than the oven. I should elaborate that it's chicken in a black pepper, garlic, rosemary and thyme rub. There you go. Yeah, my missus got one. She's got her George Foreman and her stove. But, yeah, she got the air dryer and... Yeah, or the air fryer, should I say? Air dryer, what are you on about?
I was trying desperate to think of a joke that involved hairdryer and air fryer and dyslexia, but it didn't quite work.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of one, but you just did it anyway. Cool,
yeah.
Good lad.
Speedy says, sorry if I missed anything important. I had to make mute. He said to hear the first crack. I'd just call him my beans. Yes, he's a bit of a connoisseur with the fine art of coffee bean and blending is our Speedy.
Coffee beans.
Yeah, he is the guru of the coffee bean.
Ooh. Coffeemakingguru.com.
Yeah.
Do. What's that?
It's me scraping.
Ooh. Sounds like you're playing with oh, do you know what it just reminded me of?
What?
Did you ever used to play with jacks as a kid?
Yeah.
Used to throw them on the ground and try and pick them up. That's
Yeah,
exactly
that's right,
what that.
yeah. Little metal, yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what that sounded like. It just took me back massively. Then massive flashbacks.
Yeah.
Massive flashbacks.
Old street games you just don't see now.
Yep. Dodge the chainsaw. Remember that?
Yeah, dodge the copper. I remember that.
Throw the dog.
So, yeah.
Right, so I think that guy is almost finished now. I have the one in Summer 7. Yeah, I think he's finished. Ooh. Oh no, I've got to finish his backpack and then I think that's him done. Beep, 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 beep. I have the same issue with all the others with these straps, aren't they?
They've been a bit special, are they, mate?
No, at least I know next time that the strap is part of the equation, so I have to make sure everything lines up for when I can put the strap on later, if you pardon the expression. Here we go, strap on again.
He said it again, folks.
Strap on. I shop at Strap On Tools. Wait, no. we used to say, actually, we'd like when we used to have deliveries at when we used to do detailing and stuff.
Yeah.
He'd be like, "Yeah, we got a strap-on delivery coming in."
So
the guy told me, like, "Can you please stop calling me strap-on? Because it's not funny." I'm like, "No, it really is. We're going to keep calling you." Oh.
Speedy says, and then you send a nice variety of coffee to some people and they just mix them all together willy-nilly like a heathen. I've got one...
I didn't.
One statement, Speedy. Coffee bags. Now, I know he's just winced. He's got that Dreyfus tick there because I've said coffee bags. Yeah.
Winced. I just heard his lightsaber kick in.
Yeah. He's like, no. Yeah.
You've just given him thoughts about
Haven't
naming.
I?
Yeah, you're a bad man, Festa.
I am, and he's now, yeah. His dartboard's got a Festa sticker on the bullseye, isn't it? He's like, yeah.
You're a bad man, Festa Kit Basher.
Absolutely.
Do.
My missus, she's partial to her coffee varieties, bless her. She loves all of that.
Speedy was very kind to send me a load of coffee at one point. and it was all really, really nice. It was really nice blends of coffee. I even bought the little squishy thing just to make it.
Yeah.
But I have to confess, although the coffee was delicious, when I need a coffee then, not in 20 minutes. So although it was really nice, I was like, I just want to get the coffee into my face. So once I'd used it all up, I didn't go for any more, because I'm like, you know what, I just need coffee in my lungs. Because it's like it takes too long to make, even though it's only 5 minutes. It's like I need the chemicals in my system now. Right, so there's that guy done. That is that guy finished.
Hugh Gordon's in. Yeah.
Hey Hugh, big hugs to you. How's that for a big gun, Col?
Oh, what a big gun you've got.
Yeah, got a big thing on his back.
Kevin's says, good evening, gentlemen, and all in chat. And belly was a stuffed crust chicken and bacon with barbecued sauce pizza.
Ooh.
Beverage is coffee, bench ochre, 135th scale Stevenson's rocket. Get you some of him.
Get you some of that. McLeish says, strap on 9000, doi yong yoing. I can't believe. Yeah, McLeish then says, but you can't mean to Spiddy says, you can't mean that some absolute dullard will be a drongo and mix perfectly good coffee without thought. He's calling you a dullard and a drongo.
Wrong with that.
Now he gets points for drongo because that's a great Australian insult. You bloody drongo.
Yeah. Right, mate.
You bloody galoot.
You're made of drongos.
Back in 1 second. 1 sec.
Yeah, no worries. No worries at all. He's made of drongos anyway. Put that on there so that I can actually see what I'm making. Someone needs to calm Spiddy down. He's going to burst, says McLeish. Oh, yeah, I can see it.
I'm back.
Spiddy goes, with your bloody tea bags. Yeah, I know, mate.
You bloody tea bags, you drongo.
I'm a heathen, mate. I know, Spid.
You know what you are, Col?
Heathen.
You're a bloody galah. You're a bloody galah, mate. I love Australian words like galah and drongo. They're just so cool.
I like awesome. It. Oh, yeah, you mongrel. It's like, okay.
You dag. The dude. All
the dudes.
Then I've got to try and store them in a way that all the little delicate bits don't get pinged off. Ping!
Get your dudes here. 3 for £1, folks.
Get your pinging here. Right. That's what Foxx did for the record. Not naming any names apart from Foxx, but that's what Foxx did. But at least he appreciated it. I didn't mix them all together. I drank them individually.
He didn't.
I did, and I quite like them. But I just much prefer spending 15 seconds making a coffee than like 10 minutes. I don't want to put coffee in the cup and then walk away. That's not how the coffee works for my body.
Oh, bless you. Spiddy says, when I get my next beans order in, Carl will do something. He says, oh, thanks, mate. I'll pay you for the ingredients, mate. You know, it's... Yeah, very nice, mate. She'll love that. Yeah. She likes what all you could do.
Yeah, if you could get the beans and then grind them into a powder that's so fine that when I put it in the hot water it dissolves away and just makes a cup of coffee, that'd be great.
Not bad. Wendy Hickson with an H is in. She says, hey, you jugs, everyone. Hello, Wendy. All right, my darling.
Hello. How you doing, Wendy? Right, I don't know which weapon goes with which thing now. Let's just make this up, shall we?
Yeah, Fox has been a heathen now. The lovely Marcy is in saying hello. And
big hugs to Marcy.
Hugs. Big hugs, Marcy. Hope you're doing all right. Lovely to see you in.
Speedy Q8 says, behind with your instant nonsense. My nonsense is always instant. It's the best nonsense is instant nonsense. There is no other kind of nonsense.
He is bad, isn't he?
There's somebody outside cutting the lawn. Do they not realise it's not actually Sunday?
I was going to say, your mate with the grinder hasn't been in for a while, has he?
No, they seem to have stopped. However, next door will be having an extension built in the coming months. That's going to be great when I can't stream at any time during the day for about 2 months.
It's a conspiracy against you, isn't it?
And I'm forced out of bed at 8 in the morning by... I sent the lady next door, she's lovely. She sent me a mail saying, hi, Fox, we're going to be having this thing built. And I was like, yeah, no. So just to let you know. And I said, yeah, we won't object to it. Don't worry about it. And I said, just do me a favour. Just tell the builders that I really, really hate Radio 1. Because there's nothing more I hate than loud builders. It's like, oh, no.
You are such a snob.
No, it's just anybody listening to radio loudly when I have no desire to and forcing me to listen to it. I don't want to listen to radio mouth breather.
Radio mouth
Especially
breather.
it's some chavvy nonsense who does more talking
Welcome
than
to
playing music.
Radio Chud.
Radio Chud, where it's 99% talking rubbish, going, in it, and then like 2 minutes of crap music. Yeah, welcome to most Manchester radio stations. Yeah, banging, bazzing, look, top tune.
Absolutely, officially an old fart.
Well, it is. You listen to the radio, it should be. If it's not a specific talking show, then it should be playing music, not just going, in it, making not funny jokes about rubbish.
And he says that I'm bad when I get on to shrinkflation. This is a good wibble you're having here, mate.
Shrinkflation. So about these Toblerones, anyway.
Nice try.
You see what I did there?
Look, Pac-Man.
Do you see?
I do see.
I did that.
I see, said the blind man.
I'm actually busy building and not paying attention to anything in the chat. That's
I know,
pretty
you
bad.
are lame. You really are lame today.
And
mate.
McLeish says, radio mouth breather, lager, Baz and Chaz, lager, shouting. I've kept an old hot air popcorn maker just to hopefully use for roasting coffee beans someday, says Jeff. Ooh. Speedy Correa says, ingredients, Colin, beans and heat. No, trust me, you don't want to mix Colin, beans and heat. Not after last night.
I thought I got away with it.
Not after your squeaky boom arm last night. Jesus wept. I really thought that was a boom arm. I really thought that was a boom arm.
Mate, when I was doing me dinner, I did another one, mate, and I was just stood there giggling like a 5-year-old, mate.
I didn't even know humans could make that noise.
Well, we can. I'm
We
a
can,
man
and we
of a
regularly
certain
do.
age. A man of a certain age and a certain shape. And when I move, yeah, Parpage may ensue.
You're a man of a certain portamento, let's say.
Absolutely, mate.
Right, so as Games Workshop don't bother telling me which weapon base goes with which weapon type, I'll have to just do some research and find out now, won't I?
Bit of research.
Well, there's one with the plasma coil on it, so I'm going to guess that's the one you put the plasma barrel on then. Okay.
Yeah.
You could have told me that. This one is... There's all different specific base weapons, you see. And if you get them... It doesn't really matter, but I don't want to have like a thing with a flamer tube and then put a plasma weapon on the end of it, because it looks stupid.
Yeah, look a bit...
Yeah. Like this one's a rocket launcher, or big missile launcher type thing, so...
Pardon me.
That one. Are you making noises again? Mm-hmm. Are you outgassing? I'm going to change your name to... I'm going to change your name to Enceladus.
Gasser.
Little bit of an astronomy joke there for you, folks.
Mate, I'm proud of you, soldier.
Are you proud of me?
I am. Little bits of me have just gone, oh, bless, they grow up so quick.
I'll be mailing Carolyn Porco to come and take some photos.
I see what you did there.
She works at NASA. She discovered the volcanoes on Enceladus. For those that don't know. Beep, 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 beep. I want a big poopy out What's that one? One of these things.
I dread to think, mate. You got a bit of valvage on there.
Ooh, look at the valvularity. That could have gone wrong. Exhausty pipe thing.
I see what you did.
Well, guess I'm just going to make it up then. Where are my exhaust pipes?
Yeah, but we like making things up as we go along.
Mm-hmm. Have you watched the latest Craftsman video yet, where he makes
No, I got into watching NCIS last night.
Oh dear.
I know.
Suppose somebody has to. I suppose somebody has to.
Yeah, I was releasing my inner chud.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I thought I don't really want to get into watching anything of interest whilst I'm eating my dinner. So I scrolled through Disney Plus and what popped up? NCIS.
You didn't want to zone out while you were trying to put food into your mouth hole.
Yeah, so it was like, yeah, that'll just do for a bit of background noise for now.
La la la. Well, it's all kit bashing. Steve Mundy would be like just so at home with it.
Oh, really? Nice bit of kit bashing.
You'd like it as well. He does some really good kit bashing in that.
Yeah.
It's real. He goes real Festa on it.
And then I loaded up YouTube and sat watching Night Shift's latest video because, yeah,
friends.
He's just got a great voice in him, Martin. It's brilliant, and it's like
he's doing Machining Krieger, isn't it? He's doing, I think.
Yes. Yeah, did it in a World War One trench scene. Absolutely beautiful. Yet another masterpiece. And he has got the best YouTube voice in the whole world, other than Spiddy's late night Bob Ross voice, don't forget.
Yeah. Well, he wouldn't have the best voice in the world if Jeff actually made some videos.
Ah, yeah. Yeah. Sagan, yeah. Well, Sagan. Could you imagine Jeff and Night Shift doing a collab?
Oh, yeah.
And then Spiddy does the narration of the end scenes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, video heaven. I pay money to see that.
Oh, be good, that, wouldn't it?
I'd go to the IMAX to watch that.
If you wish to make a tank from scratch, you must first get some plastic card. You see what I did there?
I'm impressed. You did an involuntary Sagan. I'm so proud
I had to think about that for at least 30 seconds. I'm like, hang on, let's make it funny.
Dude, I am so proud of you.
Are you filling up, lad?
I am. I'm welling up, mate.
No, that's something else, dear. Don't worry about that. Don't tell me about that.
I need to go and see the doctor about that, don't I?
I think you need to stop taking them special pills.
No, wrong with them pills, mate. That's why they're special. Which way up does that go? Oh, it's that way up, doesn't it, Cole? Pilchard alert.
Pilchard alert? What have you done? Have you put the thing up with the thing and the thing?
No, that's got a tit on it. Yeah, okay, I can see it now. There you go. Yeah, happy days. There you go.
Deftly avoided.
Yeah.
I am toying, for the viewer's benefit, I am toying tonight, if I can be bothered, because I've had a long day today. I might possibly do a gaming stream later on. Maybe. But I'm toying with doing Far Cry Primal.
Oh, nice one.
Which is set 10,000 years BCE.
Yeah.
It's like Far Cry, but you've got an spear and an club and an bow and arrow, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
And everything is in subtitles because it's made up of... everybody speaks in made-up caveman language.
Oh, right.
And it's like, do you got binoculars? No, you've got an owl.
I worry about you, you know.
It's a very fun game, actually. It's really good. It's a bit janky on the graphics, but yeah, it'll do.
Hey, mate.
It'll do, donkey, it'll do.
Sometimes they're the best games, mate.
Jankiness made to make your mouth water. If anybody would be interested, do tell me in chat. I might not do it. It's just if I've got the mojo later on, and 10 or 11 o'clock or something, I might do a couple of hours of Far Cry Primal.
Well, you can't miss views, mate.
Of course, I'd have to make a thumbnail. Spinny Creator says, I've been watching a... hang on. Who's Muse waving to? Oh, she's waving to Kevin, who says hello. Thanks for the advice regarding... Oh, my God, I'm reading the comments upside down again, aren't I?
You're bad.
I've kept an... I've done that one. Getting bigger by the year, mate, says Hugh Gordon. I've got no context for that, and it's making me nervous. Speedy Crate says, modern noise combined with a DJ that yells, I beef. A worst radio ever, yeah. I beef. You mean Ibiza? You're not American, shut up. Speedy Crate says to Muse, instant coffee is not okay, not ever, except for making film developer. I like Dow Egbert's gold. Shut up.
Oh, no, he says. Speedy's just died. I can see him now cringing.
I don't drink coffee. I don't drink coffee for the experience. I drink it for the hardcore chemicals. That's all I need. It's just the chemical kick. I need it. That's why I don't listen to radio, says McLeish. I do Spotify, no announcers, just music curated by me, for me. The occasional slip is acceptable, Muse, as long as you... Oh, talking about coffee there, I think. I've missed the context. Speedy Curate says, I've been watching a guy called Martin Henson as a background lately who does black and white photography on mainly vintage cameras, and he's a proper Yorkshireman. That's why he does it on vintage cameras, because you don't want to buy a new one. He's a Yorkshireman. No, I don't want to buy this new... Spending money, get this old one for £13 on the car sale.
Fandangled technology. I like the one with the curtain on the back.
Yeah. I went down to Bowler's car boot sale. I got this one for £28. Great. I don't know why I went all Scottish on that one.
No, I'm trying to figure that one out, to be honest with you.
I'm not quite sure how to do a Yorkshire accent. He happens to see the eat grand. Other than that, but then that kind of crosses over with Lancashire a little bit as well. So I don't know. I do not understand such things.
It just messes with your brain folds, doesn't it, mate?
You keep my folds out of your mouth. Wait, what? No, that doesn't sound right, does it?
No, it doesn't, mate. I'm going to leave that one where it should stay.
Yes.
I don't know where that bit goes.
I think for this guy, I'm going to give him a machine gun.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. Because it's a. I don't know what weapon. It's basically launching shells. I'll give him that, and I'll give him. What's that thing?
You're made of shells.
All your shells are belong to us. Done that one.
So we got that on there. All of that. That's got to be dressed slightly.
Underslung chain sword. That'll do.
Okay.
I'll just do what it says in the picture because it doesn't require thinking then.
Yeah, you go careful there, mate. Don't want to do thinking
sword.
stuff.
For her pleasure. I know, thinking's hard.
Yeah. Marcy says, I just like coffee. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That infamous morning stagger to the coffee pot, Marcy. I can just imagine.
Absolutely. I need the fix. I'm not fussed about the Ponzi quality nonsense. The difficulty for me is, of course, because of like blood pressure and stuff. I'm stuck now. I'm limiting myself to 3 a day. Like one in the morning, then another one, and then I'll have one after dinner, and that's it now. That's my coffee fix for the day, and I'm doing all right.
Oh, you poor old bint, you.
I'm a little bit jittery, but I tell you what, my painting's got better.
Yeah.
Now I'm on less coffee. Right, I need this bit, and I can't find it. Where's the chainsaw bit?
Dear.
I don't know why it's this particular set of sprues. It's making me hunt for every single piece.
So we want a bit of that on there. Look at him. Look at him, he's falling apart.
I am. I'm an old man, you know.
God, here we go. I'm an old man. Only a pup. What's up here?
Really can't find this goddamn chainsaw piece.
What end is that?
Wait a minute.
Is that one?
Is it even a part on the sprue?
3 days, so I reckon that goes up there.
1, 2, 5.
And then the other one, that's why. He's got to be cut off.
2.
He said, this is disgraceful. It's like trying to tell Ted all that gin tastes the same. Yeah. You're up against it, Sped. You're fighting a losing battle, mate.
Yep.
You know, I feel for you, mate. I feel for you, soldier.
I feel nothing. There it is. It's quite handy because there's in the instructions here. It says you can use any of these parts. 121, 22, 24, 25, 26, 27, 20. But it doesn't tell you what part that is. Because that's not in here. So I had to go and look on the sprue for that specific part rather than look at the number. I'm like, oh! Who made these instructions, you dumb schmuck? Honestly, it's worse than the flipping stomper, almost.
You are such a whiny old bint when it comes to building.
I am.
I've not sat here and listened to you build a Warhammer kit without whining about fitment, build issues, and yet you'll sit there and go, oh, these are the best moulded kits in the world, and it's like, yeah.
They are. No, but what introduces it into the equation is me trying to build it.
Yeah, that's it.
You could give me the world's most perfect whatever it is, and I still screw it up.
I could give you a 2-part diorama, and you'd still struggle to figure out how the pits went together.
Yeah, I could get a model with just a single piece diorama and I still mess it up.
It is, yeah. Just quite funny. Bless him. He doesn't get out much.
Funny. I don't get out ever. I'm not allowed.
Is that what I think it is? Yeah, it is. Oh, happy days.
I went outside once. The graphics were rubbish.
Yeah. Yeah.
They were right rubbish. Right, I should get all the parts for this dude ready, and then I shall go and make my Wolf a brew, and then I shall be back in a minute.
We are
get all the bits
analog
off the
men in a digital world. That's what we are.
Analog man in a digital world. Is that a song or something?
I don't know. I'm sure you'll make it into one badly.
I'm sure I'll find out when I get the copyright strike.
Yeah.
I've got a choice of body bit now, so I can do any of them. I'll do the one that's right in front of me because I don't have to hunt for that.
Absolutely. Let's just make sure that
Do.
looks right. Put that in there.
No. I have some breaking news, by the way,
Right.
which I am obligated to reveal as it relates to my sponsor. As you all know, I am sponsored by emodels.co.uk, your one-stop shop for how many needs?
All of them.
All of them, for all your model making needs. They have entered into a collaboration-y type partnership type thing with Ultimate Modelling Products.
Oh, no.
So the many good things coming in the horizon. Stay tuned. Lots of good things are hopefully planned. So keep your eyes peeled for awesomeness coming in the near future. So yes.
There you go.
So it is from now. It's officially which way are things? Ultimate Modelling Products in association with emodels.co.uk. I think. Or is it the other way around?
E-models in associate with Ultimate Products.
Yeah, I'm sure it should be the other way around. But never mind.
I don't know. He's sponsored by him and he doesn't even know their wording.
It's words. Which one is this one? This one can be that one.
He's bad. You're bad.
You know I'm bad, Shambom. Let's see what I did there.
I did.
Did you see what I did
I
there?
certainly did. He's been on the Red Bull today, folks, I reckon.
Red Bull.
Yeah, there you go. Right.
Red
We're
Bull for
happy now.
wimps. I've been on the neat vodka.
Right. We can get on and do that. Oh, man. Happy days.
Get on and do your bit.
Him a bit of that.
Dee.
Right. Okay.
Right, so he's got that one. I shall give this chap.
You should give that chap what?
I don't know. He's got a thing that fires like. He's got a gun that appears to fire mortars
Right.
and a flamethrower, but none of the torsos have got the option of having a string of mortars. They're all like machine gun bullets.
Oh, right, yeah.
So it's like, I'm not quite sure what to give him.
Yeah, sounds like your options are a bit limited then, mate.
Yes. Yeah, I'll give him that thing there with the. He's got a flamer, so I'll give him the one with the big metal head on it over his crotch for protection purposes. It would seem the right thing to do.
There you go. And then that should then give that enough resistance
Ooh, resistance is useless.
to sit in there. Like that.
I need to give him a bonce.
And that's painted
La bonce.
like that. There you go.
A little bit like that.
So we can paint him now off the model. Get in!
Are you having fun there?
I am, mate.
Ooh, look at that. Ooh, look at that.
I am.
You finished it now, haven't you?
No,
Oh, good.
I've still got bits to do.
Ooh. Are you enjoying it there? Is it
I
a fun
am.
thing?
Yeah, I like the way he's sort of smoking his fag and all. He's like, he's like, yeah, I'm having a smoke. Get you some of him.
Bit of a cheroot going on.
Yeah, have you some of that. Yeah.
I'm going to give this guy a pirate head. Arr!
Oh, was he having a ponytail? See what I did there?
They don't have. Well, they do have ponytails actually, but this one.
Ah, yeah, you had to think then, didn't you? Because that was your get out of jail free for your ponytail, wasn't it? I was in pirate mode.
They don't have, it wasn't a ponytail; it was a hair squig. Get it right.
Bloody hair squig, look at you.
Right, I need to give him a shouldery, collary thing.
Next, he'll be telling me that he wore a scrunchie.
No, I didn't wear a scrunchie. I had just bobbles.
You had to think though, didn't you?
No, because when you say scrunchie, the first thing I think of is the thing you use in the shower. The scrunchie, like that's a scrunchie to me. And like, why would I wear one of those? It's for the shower. What? Oh, you mean a? I know what you mean. Yeah, I had to think then. I was like, scrunchie, what?
He's like, yeah, damn you, Festa, with your...
Bright yellow bathroom scrunchie on my hair. I don't think so. Right, I need to have one of those shoulder pad pauldron things.
Have you a bit of
Ha,
him?
bala, 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 bala. Right.
Yeah,
So
so
one of them's.
he's flicking the
One of
bird.
them's. It's all steady now.
Have you a bit of him, so he can go in there like that.
I need one of those pauldrons. one of the order.
Nice little resistance fit. I like how that's gone together now.
Resistance is useless.
It's tighter than a nun's. Yeah.
Steady.
No, I had to resist there. Look at that. There you
Checkbook
go.
is what you were looking at saying there.
Now he's finished.
Tighter than a Yorkshireman's purse strings.
God, that is tight.
Tighter than Pete Mate's wallet latch. It's really tight.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's... Oh, yeah, that's... Yeah.
If ever, not that anybody ever will, but if anybody ever gets into like a conversation with Pete Mate, you know, the guy that runs E-Models, it's always really good because you can have some really good conversation with Pete Mate, but just watch how the conversation instantly drops dead the moment you mention money.
Oh, yeah.
Don't. Oh, I've got to go now, bye.
Yeah. Oh, is that my phone I can hear? Yeah. It's like, yeah,
Yeah, the moment you discuss anything about any of the spending money, it's gone. Ah!
Yeah. It's like, oh, they're talking about that weird stuff. Don't know what they mean. Yeah, out of here.
I've stopped listening. Bye.
Yeah.
Got a bone in my leg. Bye.
We all try to work out whether the money in Pete's wallet, whether the Queen is squinting.
I'm pretty sure Pete Mate is squinting. I'm pretty sure Pete Mate's Stoke born and bred, but he's just the best Yorkshireman I've ever met.
Oh, mate, he is funny. Yeah, he's set in his ways, isn't he? He's a ledge.
Oh, I've got a targeting squig.
Oh, get in there. Now, does that have
Who gets the
that on
targeting swig? Who gets the targeting swig?
Because that's got to go somewhere.
I never knew about that. Oh, the captain is a targeting squig on his pauldron. Oh, it's basically a squig with one massive giant eye.
Oh,
and
nice
that's the
one.
scope. And it's like a scope. It's like having a scope on a weapon.
Oh, get in there.
So he's actually got like a giant eyeball with a crosshair on it. It's just great. That needs to go on the captain then, doesn't it? I need to sort that out.
Ah, spotted it. Get in.
Targeting squig.
That
That needs to go on the captain. Ah, captain.
There you go.
I'll give this guy a big torch for his pauldron.
Goes up under there. Ah, see? Now it makes sense.
Today we're going to play a fun game. It's called Who is Your Daddy and What Does He Do?
He's definitely been on the Red Bull. He's been on something today. Yeah. You've been on my steroids, haven't you?
I may have done the pooping or something. I don't know.
Oh, there you go. What's that? Hour and a half in, pooping was mentioned.
Yep. Pooping was mentioned. Bits and things to stick on his bits.
He said, talking of money, says Spiddy, I saw an old British pound note at work yesterday. Yeah, pound notes. Oh, yeah. You're talking.
I remember once when I was very young, my dad showed me an oldie worldy £5 note.
Yeah.
Like from like the 1930s or 40s. It was like about 5 foot across. It was like, really?
Oh, what, the white fiver?
Yeah, it was like about that. It was like a table mat.
Yeah.
Wow.
Fold in 6 pieces to put it in your wallet. Yeah.
Yeah. And he's like, yeah, you used to get notes for like 3 pence and stuff. Wow, that's really impractical. Wildly impractical.
This is where we get back to Pete Mate now, because Pete Mate's going, I got one of them in my wallet. What's wrong with them? Yeah.
What do you mean having one of them? Huh?
Yeah.
I've got all of them. Yeah.
Captain Twitchy strikes again.
Ping. And the piece is gone.
No pingage yet, but...
Ah, jolly good.
It's just alignment, and it's like, yeah.
Alignment.
Yeah. It's like, yeah. But Festa, you think you're going to get me to fit?
You think this is going to work now for you, Tommy? The war is over.
Yeah, there you go.
The war is over.
That's what we want.
Over.
A little bit of trimmage required. But that...
I can't remember what all these glyphs mean. Hang on, have I still got my glyphs image? Hang on. Ooh. I should have on my iPad.
Yeah, get your glyph image here, folks. Free for £1.
I'm lucky I've got an image of glyphs. Yes, yes. Haha, right. I've got a thing of
I frightened the bloody life out of me then.
What, when I went, haha?
Yeah.
So this guy's got a grenade launcher and a flamethrower. Okay, so that symbol means Daka. We can give him that one because why not? And we can give him... Be-ba-dee-ba-dee-ba-bee. I love the way the symbol for the cult of speed or speed is Wazza.
Ah, he's a wazzer, is he?
Wazza, wazza, wazza. What have we got? We've got little lightning thing. That's not explained anywhere. Nope. Go away.
Spid says, made me yearn for the days.
I like a nice year.
And a bunch of pound notes. Yeah. Bless you.
Nothing wrong with the occasional yearn.
Times seemed to be a lot easier back then, didn't they?
Yeah. In them olden days.
Yeah. Had a bunch of pound notes, he said, and we felt well off, not like them stupid coins, yeah. Oh, yeah. And the old Duke of Wellington fiver.
Ooh, we'll make him an hard boy, a veteran.
There you go. That works now.
Does that work, Col? Are you satisfied now?
Yeah, I am. I am a bit more satisfied now.
Good lad. I love it when a plan comes together. Now, do you get any spare parts left over? You don't, do it. That's the only downside of resin kits. Oh, but you have lots of spare parts lying around there, don't you?
I've got loads of greeballs, mate.
Oh, yeah.
Greeballs wobble and they don't fall down. See what I did?
I like that. That's the one downside with resin kits like Forge World and this Grommax stuff. You don't get all the extra bits that you can mess around with. So for Colin, it's like, it's like being in half the glass. It's like being half a chocolate biscuit without the chocolate on it.
Yeah, but I have got that option of having a massive box of greeballs, so...
That's true. This is true.
So there may be additions when I come to paint it.
Les additions. Right, that's all the bits for this chap. I'm going to very quickly go off and make Mama Wolf a brew.
Yeah, no
I shall be
worries.
literally a couple of minutes. I shall come back presently.
Yeah. There you go. It's in there. Apologies for being off shot, folks. It's just I needed to see what I was doing then, because my eyes of seeing this aren't what they once were. There you go. There you go. Not putting me glue back in now. Have you a bit of that? Oh, yeah. Stuck well cold, isn't it? So let's get a bit more in there. There you go. He has his own greeble maker, so no issues there. Absolutely, Marcy. I do like having a nice big box of greebles laying about, because you can just embellish your build then, can't you? Add stuff to it, because out the box can be a bit boring, can't it? Yeah, I like to have a bit of variety in my builds, if I can help it. There you go. Let's have a bit of that in there, and I will no doubt glue me thumb to it. Yeah, there you go. See, soup glue's out. But hey ho, we've done well. He says, I know that feeling, Cole. It's either my eyesight or things just getting more blurry. Yeah. Let's just retrieve my thumb from the underneath of that. Cool, yeah, nice thumbprint there, Cole. We'll get rid of that when it's dried. But that is pretty much ready to go. Yeah, don't tell Fox that I glued myself to me model. He'll mock me, folks. I'll just remove the skin evidence. Because, yeah, why not? Go. Wouldn't be me if I didn't glue myself to something. I've done well. The soup glue's been out all this time. This is the first one today, so... There you go. He says, yeah, some stuff just needs a bit extra. It does, Marcy.
I'm back.
Yeah, he's back, folks, just in case. Yeah, you look at some of the builds you do and you think there's just something missing, and yeah.
You think that with every build you do, don't you?
Yeah, as Jeff said last night, I don't have options, I just have mandatory.
Yeah. You do not have options, you have other bits.
Absolutely. Additional extras.
Yes. Have a message from Mama Wolf.
All right.
She says, hugs to everyone in chat.
Yeah.
And she says, hugs and a kiss to Festa.
Oh, see, I'm made up now.
And do you know what I got?
Nothing.
Do you know what I got? Nothing.
Yeah, that's the order of things, mate.
I'm just the one that takes her a tea all the time, and makes her food for everything. Never mind, I'm not bitter.
She's your
I'm
mum.
not bitter.
She spent years raising you and looking after you.
I know.
Poor woman. You leave her alone. He picks on her. He picks on her, the poor lady. No wonder she goes all quiet, bless her heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you knew. Everybody knows, like, mums are like, yeah, when they get to that age, they're just hard work sometimes.
Oh, God, yeah.
You know with your mum.
Oh, mate, absolute nightmare lately. Oh, God, the trouble she gets into.
Nobody knows the trouble I see.
Oh, mate, she got arrested up in Malden with her sister. That's like, oh, crying out loud, mother.
How as an old lady, how have you... You don't even want to know, do you? You're like, I don't even want to know. I don't even want to hear the words discussed.
The Sisters of Doom.
I don't know.
The Anadin sisters, mate. They
The
really
Anadin
are.
sisters. Muse says she almost glued herself to a troll model last night.
Oh, good girl.
You almost did a Festa then.
I wouldn't know what doing a Festa is, mate.
You do it all the time. Well, you wouldn't know because you do it without thinking about it. You just do it. So
I know nothing of these alleged shenanigans.
Alleged. Barry Humphries passed away today.
Oh, did he?
Much sadness. Yeah, he went to hospital yesterday, but he died. He's died last night, I think.
Oh, dear.
Much sadness. Much sadness. It was a comical genius, that man.
That was the Dame Edna fella, wasn't it?
Yeah, he played Dame Edna and he played the Australian ambassador character as well. Whose name I can never remember.
Les Patterson.
Les Patterson. It's like, you know, it's funny how an Australian can be a British national treasure, basically.
Yeah.
But he's one of them. He's one of them generation of like comedians that were actually funny and had talent.
He was harmless, wasn't he?
Yeah.
You know, all right. There was that proper seaside postcard innuendo. He'd say something and he'd let the audience figure it out.
Yeah. But it was
Rather
always
than
innocent.
be controversial. Yeah.
It was always, his thing was really like just mocking the people he was with.
Yes.
In a like saying, oh, that dress looks lovely on you.
Yeah.
Even though you're wearing it or something like that.
Yeah, didn't realise they could make curtains like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that dress looks fine. I mean, it's not the shape it was designed to fit over, but, you know.
Yeah.
He'd say things like that. It's so funny. Proper old-school comedian that was actually funny.
He'd turn to the camera and he would do that face, wouldn't he?
That kind of, yeah.
Oh, you look lovely tonight.
It was an 89 he was.
Really?
89.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, bless him. May he rest in peace. And thanks
Absolutely.
for the many, many laughs you brought us.
Absolutely. I was watching a little clip where it was like one of the variety shows.
Yeah.
And some act had finished, and it suddenly camera moved up to the royal box. And there was like Charles and Camilla and two other people you didn't know who they were, probably like, you know, the mayor and stuff. And suddenly the door opens and Edna Everage walks in. And one of the guys sat down with the two royals, has to get up and move across, and she sits down and she sat there, you know, doing stuff. And so, well, hello. And then somebody comes in and taps her on the shoulder and whispers something. And she went, oh, I'm really, really sorry. They found me a better seat, and then walks off.
Yeah, it could get away with a hell of a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Speedy says, could see Colin at the police station going through the bailing out and another person going, bloody kids, I'm bailing out me mum. Yeah.
These old people today, God blimey.
Oh, honestly. It's like I say, I gets the phone call from me, you never guess what. I go, what? The old girl's been nicked. I went, what? Her and Winnie were at the shopping. I said, there you go. The Anadin sisters strike again. Yeah. Absolute nightmare. Yeah.
I'm guessing they were trying to argue the point with someone with no basis for their argument.
Oh, yeah, it's rather... Yeah. Bless her. I told him straight. If he was my boy, I'd box his ears. She didn't like that.
Yeah, and that's what you don't say to the security guard.
Yeah.
Or the copper that comes in because you...
Yeah. I stuck my fist right up to the end of his nose. He didn't seem to like that. Mother.
What did he do? Well, he arrested me.
My 4'8" mother. You know what I mean? It's like...
Fearless.
Yeah. Oh, mate, she's a nightmare.
Would you say fearless and clueless or just fearless?
she's becoming clueless. Bless her.
Oh,
She's a lady of a certain age now, and I have
yeah.
worryingly noticed a deterioration in her faculties. But she's 83, so
Yeah.
but she's still feisty, but excruciatingly forgetful. You know.
She's feisty, but not really sure why.
Yeah, she's angry, but she can't remember what made her angry.
Which can come in handy, let's be honest. But...
Yeah, I would say she's lovely, but I know the side of me mum that's there when she gets the ump. And I try to goad her into that still, because it is really funny when she kicks off. Because you don't expect it from this tiny little old lady, and the language, well, yeah.
Ooh,
Proper
gosh,
make a numb blush, mate.
Oh, yeah.
Marcy
Nothing
would
wrong with
love
that,
my mum. She would absolutely love my mum, Marcy. My mum beat up a world famous wrestler live on sporting television. She hit giant haystacks on the world of sport with her handbag because she didn't like him, because a couple of weeks before he had done a dirty move on her favourite Big Daddy. So she gave him a piece of her mind.
As he was walking past or whatever.
Yeah. 6'6" giant haystacks hit by 4'8"
In
lady with handbag.
Bear in mind, 6'6" in each direction.
Yeah. So,
Hey, you know what?
yeah.
Do you know what time it is?
I don't.
It's time for rivets.
Oh, how many you got? You're going to count them? Rivet counter. See what I did?
No, not my rivet. These are ones that I've been given. I need 3 rivets.
Yeah.
Time for rivets. I see what you did about the counting there. I just suddenly got that.
Yeah. It took a while.
Hello, my name's Fox. I'm Bethel. Maths is hard. I like shopping. What?
I like cake.
I like peas.
That's what he did there.
I noticed there were peas on your dinner last night. They look very exciting.
They was mushy peas.
That's like food porn.
Yeah. Proper mushy peas.
Mushy peas give me the fizz.
I so wondered what you was going to say then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bless him.
Doing so much off camera. Yes, there's a little like trigger thing here and 3 little rivets, but to get rid of the mould line, it's easy just to scrape them all off and replace them, because I'm not farting around between tiny rivets.
Jeff said he said to his dad the other week about climbing on the roof to shovel off snow. His dad summarily dismissed his concerns. Sounds about right.
Yep.
Sounds about right, that, Jeff, mate. They are so stubborn.
See, I've got the opposite with my mum. She had a bit of a tumble in December, and now she won't go anywhere without the frame, even though she doesn't really need it.
Yeah.
She's just the other way around. She's like, nope.
Probably frightened her, though, mate.
Yeah.
End of the day.
Absolutely.
Because, you know, she
But there
falls,
we
it
go.
hurts.
New rivets.
Rivets.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Get your rivets here, folks. How many for a pound?
Rivet.
3 for
Rivet. Do a barrel roll. What? Ah, la 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 la.
I've started my second vehicle.
Blimey, Riley. I'm not even started assembling my second dude yet.
Yeah, I've started my second vehicle.
You kind of did all the big sanding and there's a lot of bits on that, aren't there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I like the spare wheel with the frame around it, like I do on my tanks.
Oh, yeah, it's brilliant, isn't it? Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
Got tit on it as well.
Now, was yours the same as mine? Has it got the big mould slip down the left-hand side that I'm going to cover up with bits and bobs? And there you go.
Oh, yeah, just there. Battle damage.
But it's going to get covered up with spare wheel.
Oh, yeah, it's going to get covered up with a side piece anyway. That goes over it.
You just said side piece.
Yeah, all of that gubbins goes over it like that. See, so
Oh yeah, I forgot about that bit.
You know.
Done. I like it when they do a mould slip, but in a place where you're going to cover up. It's like quite thoughtful.
yeah, don't mind it. At
That's
the
the
end
way
of the
you do
day, it's all. It don't matter.
Stick some plastic card over it, and it
Yeah.
looks like a bit of whatever.
Bob's your uncle and all of that lot. No point in Wibblegins in over it, is there, mate?
No. I remember watching a Saturday afternoon wrestling as a teen when an old lady whacked a giant haystacks. That could have been your mum call, one of the family viewing highlights of the week.
Yeah.
We're going to have to go on YouTube now and try and find it, aren't we?
Yeah.
Oh, God, imagine if it's on YouTube.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? Oh, we're going to have to look this up now.
I would mock her.
Oh.
But it's funny, we mention it to her. The haystacks incident. She's like, no, I didn't. It's like, you did.
I give it 10 minutes before someone posts a link to a YouTube video in the chat and says, "Is this your mum?"
Yeah, bless her.
And you're like, "Oh my god."
You've seen my mum, haven't you? A picture of my little mum, bless her.
Yeah. She looks like butter wouldn't melt.
Looks like butter wouldn't melt in her mouth. It's like, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to sneeze, hang on.
Yeah. You pull up her arrest record, mate. It's brilliant.
Oh god, I just sneezed everywhere.
Yeah.
So my face just exploded. Yeah, she looks like the sweet old grandma that, you know, it's like, no. Because he showed me a picture and I'm like, I know the truth that you've told me.
Yeah.
This is not a picture of your grandma.
Yeah, butter wouldn't melt. It's like, yeah.
Is that before she evolved into the next form?
Yeah, even the nephews and that, they sit there and go, God, he was lethal. And she still is, you know. Every now and then her spirit comes through. That's what we call it. Oh, she's a bit spirited today. That means, yeah, she's gunning.
Cantankerous and difficult.
She's gunning for a confrontation somewhere. It's like, yeah, she's...
Yeah, it's going to happen.
Yeah. And then you have that, where can't we take her today? Right. Yeah.
Speedy Q8 says about Jeff telling his dad not to go up on the roof. As getting older parent candy, I can fully understand.
Yeah.
Giant haystacks would have made a good Hagrid.
Good shout. Yeah.
Ugh, Harry Potter. Nonsense.
Is he still alive, the giant haystacks? I don't honestly know, to be honest with you, whether he's still with us.
Probably not. I'd be incredibly surprised if he was, because their entire diet in those days for wrestlers was like chips and beans and sausages and bacon and lots of fry-ups every day.
All the stuff that, yeah.
All the stuff that was man food in the 1970s and 80s. Ooh, excuse me.
Just imagine giant haystacks as Hagrid.
Yeah.
My mum would have been Mrs. Weasley. She sent Ronnie and Ella. Ron Weasley. Yeah.
I can honestly say with great happiness that it's been so long since I even watched a Harry Potter film unwillingly that I've forgotten all about it. Yeah. So I had to sit and suffer all that rubbish once. I'm like, really? I'm going to sneeze again. I've got a right tickly one nostril.
Used to be great if we had had a detention and the mum wanted to go up and have a word with the teacher. It's like, oh, this is going to be fun. It's like mum's going up to school. She's going to have a word with the teacher. Oh, this is going to be legendary.
Yeah, no, most kids would be worried, but you were like, oh, God, it's just going to be so embarrassing.
Oh, yeah. Part of you actually felt sorry for the teacher because they just didn't know what was about to happen.
Yeah, most kids would just be stressed because they're going to get told off by the teacher to their mum, but it's like, no, it's the other way around for you.
Yeah.
I need to inform you that I just did a big sneeze then, and it was one of those sneezes where you do a trump at the same time. Yeah. And it was like trumping a razor blade out.
Oh, right. You created a vacuum, did you?
Yeah, and it's like, oh, that's the worst pain ever. It's worse than getting sponged in the bollies.
Hugh Gordon says he bought his first Lambretta with £1 note, sold 260. He passed in 98. Oh, nice one.
Yeah. I think I told you the week, didn't I? My buddy bought a Jaguar brand new from a Jaguar dealership.
Yeah, giant haystacks that was, by the way, not Hugh passing his test, but yeah.
Yeah. The films were good. I think it's crap they're rebooting it all. Shameless cash-in, says Spid. About what? What films?
The Harry Potter.
Oh, right. No, nonsense.
Yeah, they're one of them, aren't they? They're the Marmite of films. You either like them or you don't.
Yeah, that's not my kind of thing. I'm not saying the bad films, I'm saying they're of no interest to me. It's not my kind of genre. It's a good word, that. I like that word.
Yeah. It's a genre, isn't it?
Genre. Do. Also, my ex used to like playing the games on the Xbox, and it's like, really, I've got to sit and suffer watching this crap when I could be playing Halo? Come on. Get that crap off my Xbox. There. They were terrible games.
He wonders why. Yeah. I can imagine you'd be a nightmare to live with.
Oh no, I was perfect. She was a nightmare.
There you go. My sentiments are there. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Muse says, oh my God, my mum having a word with the teacher. She almost got her hands on my second grade teacher for slapping me in the face. Yeah. Yeah, I had that. I got the cane. And proper big welts as well they were. And my mum was like, yeah, that's a bit OTT. She says, I'm going to have a word. Yeah. That teacher didn't know what to expect.
Yeah.
She didn't disagree with the fact that I'd been caned, because obviously I'd been naughty.
Yeah.
It was the severity. She said that was physical abuse. That wasn't a caning. That was OTT.
When did that become illegal? I can't remember now.
Late 80s,
Mid-80s?
wasn't it? Mid to late
80s,
80s, there or thereabouts, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Back then, you know, you still got a good shoeing, mate.
Yep. Don't start an old man rant. I know where this conversation.
It. Don't get me wrong.
No. I mean, I know where that conversation can start going. Talking about if we had Kane in them days. Yeah, good lad.
Cut me some credit, mate. Come on. Not 5. Oh dear. You're in one today, aren't you?
I'm not in one.
Bless you.
I don't know what is a one.
You're in one of your prima donna modes.
No. I've got sniffles, that's what I've got.
That's him. There you go, it's on there now. Happy days.
Speedy Correct says, my first bike was about 250, second was 300. Long gone are those days.
Yeah. Biddy says he got slippered once. Slipper? God, you're lucky.
I got the training shoe.
We used to get the big cane or if we'd been really bad, the leather strap with the split up the middle. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, I mean the worst we had was when I was at primary school. I got the training shoe once because I said a rude word in the playground.
Yeah.
I don't know why. But the funny thing was, Mum Wolf actually did the library in the school.
Oh right.
So the teacher went asked her for permission to do it, and she went, absolutely.
Yeah, we proper would get a good shoeing, you know, but deservedly so at the end of the day, because, you know, we was twats, let's be honest.
Yeah, were you being hardcore or pain in the arse?
Oh, yeah. Well, it was reform school as well, see, so...
Yeah, well, there you go, yeah. Oh, I've got sniffles, need to go away. I do apologise to the viewers.
In case the Americans don't know, reform school is where the naughty boys go that are constantly getting in trouble and expelled from mainstream. I started off in a grammar school, but, yeah, you know, I had issues with authority. Still do in a way. Had my reasons.
Yes.
You look back and you think, yeah.
Yeah, if I could do it all again.
Yeah, setting fire to the school was probably a bit OTT, let's be honest. But
yeah, maybe that's possibly just a tiny step too far, that one, I think. I don't think I ever went that far.
Yeah. Went up well, though.
Oh, yeah. Well, of course it wasn't all that paper. Woo.
Yeah. Caught quite quickly. It was like quite proud of myself I was at the time. It's like, oh, yeah.
It's a work of art. Oh, wait.
Yeah, but it's that childlike thing, isn't it, where what you thought would only be a smoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty much, you know, a shell by the time. Yeah.
And then you get that kind of cold pit of your stomach if you think, oh, crap, I've done something expensive.
Yeah, because you think, yeah, I might have gone a bit overboard there.
And then you start getting that nervous panic.
Yeah, it didn't go well, mate. Hey-ho.
When we're that age, the human brain is not that well adapted to forward planning and consequences.
No. Consequences for your actions was like,
yeah. That's still the developing part of the brain, that.
Yeah, it was proper... Oh, yeah, he's still there. It was proper, yeah, payback. Yeah. But it was one of them. My mum's immortal words. He's never mixed well with others. Like, yeah, that's really helped me, Mum. But yeah. He's got a bit of a temper. I don't know where he gets it from. Yeah.
You what?
Yeah. But no,
The teachers are all there going for
everything I got. Yeah. You know, let's be serious about it. I did deserve everything for that because, yeah, you know, it's a stupid thing to do, wasn't it?
Yeah. The chat is ignoring anything we're talking about. They're talking about motorbikes.
Oh, nice.
He says, "Have you seen the price of He says, "Have you seen the price of FS1Es and such these days, Hugh? Mental. Scooters have all gone the same way. You could get Vespas and Lambrettas for next to nothing 25 years ago."
Busies.
Yeah.
That's
and
what
Hugh
they
Gordon
are.
says, "Yeah, it's eye-watering to think that we used to trash them regularly."
That was my first bike. That was 50cc fizzy with a cherry bomb on it and a pair of drop handlebars. Laying down across the tank with me feet splayed out over the rear peg, trying to be Barry Sheen. God.
I take it a fizzy is a Lambretta.
No, it's a Yamaha, mate.
Is it? Okay. Why is it called a fizzy?
Because of the FSI. Fizzy.
Oh, right. Ah. That makes sense.
Because of the acronym with the letters Fizzy 50.
Fizz.
Yeah.
Fizz.
Back in the day.
When we were lads, it was great when we were young.
Yeah, had great fun on that little bike.
Spade says, "Oh, you bad boy, Colin."
I know, it's bad, isn't it?
Now, is that something squeaky or is that your butt again?
No, it's me putting a wheel on my resin kit, mate.
Okay, because I don't know your butt. It could be anything. The noise your arse makes, it could be. I can never quite be sure
He's like
now.
an house rat, isn't he?
Well, after last night, I can't be sure of any noise that is either what I think it is or your, you know.
Yeah, well, it's only nature. We all do it.
I know. I just didn't think it was possible for that human part of the human body to make that noise.
Them's why they're so valuable now. Yeah, absolutely. God, if we had kept all the things we had back then, we'd be millionaires, Rodney.
Yeah.
Flat out, Colin, 30 mile an hour. Yeah, did you put your de-restricting kit on it, Hugh? Your little sprockets and that.
Sprockets.
Yeah, you get 33 mile an hour then.
Ooh. My Land Rover used to do maximum 50 miles an hour unless I was behind somebody going a bit faster, in which case I could go a little bit faster.
Yeah, used to have a word with Barry down at the motorcycle shop. Could do us a favour. Work your magic on my fizzy. Yeah, no worries, you get it back. And it felt so fast, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
But yeah. They used to do
That's
all
the
the
thing.
detuning and all. Yeah, it used to be great fun.
That's the funny thing with like bikes and stuff, like motorbikes and pedal bikes. When about 10, 12 years ago, I didn't have a car and I needed to get from A to B for a job. And I'd got myself a bike and I hadn't ridden a bike since I was a kid.
Yeah.
And it was weird because I got on this bike and I sort of went around the block a few times to get used to riding a bike again.
Yeah.
And it was true what they say, it does come back fairly quickly. But because I spent like all my adult life being in a car, when I was a kid and I used to whiz around on this bike at 100 miles an hour between cars and the curb and, you know, between parked cars and not giving a crap.
Yeah.
This time it was like if I had to go along the curb trying to get past a car at the traffic lights, I'd be like squeezing every muscle I had to. I'd be clenching everything. And like, I was going along thinking, I must be travelling at the speed of light right now. And it's like, no, you're doing about 20 miles an hour.
I used to have an old trials bike that we used to take down the old brickworks, doing basically the kickstart stuff, going up over the building site and all of that lot. And years later, when I first passed my driving test, I drove up there with H. And we drove under one of the buildings that, when it was being built, had all the planks on it. And I looked up and I said to Ellen, I've just had that realisation. She went, what? I said, I used to ride on the scaffolding planks up on top of that building on my little scrambler bike. I said, as a young fella, you don't realise that, if you had come off of there, it wouldn't have ended well.
Yeah.
But especially obviously if you was trying to get away from the Rozzers, because obviously you had no tax or anything because it was basically a pit bike on acid, you know. So yeah, the old bill would come after you, so you go straight down the brickworks to escape from them, up on the scaffolding beams, and off you'd go, you know. But
it's like if you look at trees that you used to climb when you were a kid.
Yeah,
I went to a local field. I've got really nose. Sorry, I'm trying to blow my nose.
Yeah, and, you carry on, mate.
I went to this local field, and there was a tree there that we used to climb as a kid, and it was the same tree.
Yeah.
And I was amazed to look at the branch, and I recognised some of the branches that we used to hang out on and sit on because they were like really thick tree.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's like 1,000 feet in the air. What the hell were we thinking back then? It's like, it's not 5 foot off there, it's like 40 foot high, and we were just sitting around and hanging out. And it's like,
when your kids
really?
of that age, you have no fear or sense of your own mortality, do you? But
being able to see the Germans on the train going down the train tracks, the German soldiers, to shoot them, was more important than falling out of a 40 foot tree.
As we get older, suddenly that realisation hits you, and it's like,
how are we still alive? That's all the dumb stuff we used to do.
Yeah, sometimes you sit there and you think, how did I make it out of my teenage years?
To quote the song, dumb ways to die, so many dumb ways to die.
Yeah. Oh, he's got a Krieg driving that. Ah, that's handy.
Yeah.
Never spotted him before.
That's the German deathcore orcs.
Yeah, look, there he is, little Krieg man. Oh, just for Wendy. Oh, that's going to be my first Krieg.
Ever. Ooh.
Ever. Oh, no. That's scary, isn't it? They grow up so quick.
It's not real Krieg, though.
I know.
I think they call them, what do they call them? Schmeisser greatcoats or something.
It's Krieg enough for me, mate.
It's got a gas mask, that's all that matters.
Yeah, it's more Krieg than I've done before, so I'm happy.
Gas mask and a Herman helmet.
Yeah, so let me enjoy my Kriegness.
I'll send you a pack of Kriegers.
Yeah.
Then you can build Krieg.
Happy days. So we got a bit of that going on over there, like so.
I checked, by the way, there's no one streaming at 8 o'clock.
Oh, right, okay.
I think tomorrow night Chris streams at 8. So we don't have to finish,
Finish when you want, mate. I'm good. I'm all right.
Yeah, well, I need to go and sort dinner out in a bit, so we'll finish at 8.
You know, I'm doing my thing, but
friends.
For those interested, I shall be popping in the Zoom 24/7 at some point this evening. So if you want to come and say hello, and you're a channel member or a patron of both our channels, that's where I'll be.
Yeah, don't stay on too long though. I know what you like.
No, I should be in for about an hour or so.
Yeah. And to anybody that's in there with him, don't keep him at the bench all night.
No, I shall be there for about an hour or so because
you're a good girl, aren't you? Really?
Yeah, I try my best.
Yeah.
Don't tell everyone though, because they'll all talk about me.
Spid says it's frightening when you go onto bigger bikes. I remember when I got the 916 and being used to inline 4s, heading home one evening thinking I was doing 60s, then glancing at the clock and seeing 90.
Yeah.
I don't know what any of that sentence means, but it sounds good.
Yeah, I miss the exhilaration of man, machine, and the open road. I miss motorcycle riding more than driving. Driving a car, I do miss the motorcycling, but it's one of them. It is such an adrenaline rush.
Yeah,
and it is. It's exhilarating.
I've never felt the thing for motorbikes.
Yeah,
I mean, I've only ever driven as a thing to get from A to B. I've never been interested in cars, so it follows I've never had the thing for bikes.
I had it from a young age because Ronnie took me to Silverstone for the infamous Barry Sheen Kenny Roberts race.
Oh, yeah.
And that was my introduction to motorcycles and motorcycle racing, and I forever remember that smell of two-stroke and the exhilaration of the man and the machine gunning around, and it stuck with me, and it's like I want to get one of them.
Yeah,
and that's why when I did the Barry Sheen build, I found it so poignant because that was where it all started. Yeah,
that kind of thing to a young impressionable mind is going to.
And it was for me. It was a release because getting my first scramble bike up at my uncle's gaff used to take my mind off of, how can I say, real life. Yeah?
Yeah.
You know what I mean. And that was my release. That was my sense of, well, you've got that to do. You've got that to look forward to. And
Yep.
So it kept your spirits up. So, yeah. And we used to have a right laugh. So.
I do think that a motorcycle is the ultimate implementation of a man-machine interface, says Jeff.
Yeah, it's a strange thing. It really is. It's, a lot of people go, oh, it's just an extension of, and it's like, not really. I mean, I never saw it that way. It was never an ego thing or how can I say this without saying it? A penile extension.
Never a compensatory issue.
No. It was, for me, it was just the exhilaration of riding a motorcycle. I found really, an adrenaline rush, so to speak.
See, I'm a creature comforts. I want comfy chair, nice warmness, nice stereo.
Yeah.
Protection from the weather, and I can't be bothered changing my clothes when I get there, so I'm far too lazy.
Yeah, I just didn't like the idea of being chained in a cage, so to speak. So yeah.
I think I have a natural inbred allergy to high-speed tarmac and friction.
Oh yeah, I mean, most of us have had that wonderful sensation of the warmth of tarmac.
Oh yeah.
But if you're sensible and you had your full levers on, you had a form of protection, but not. It angers me when I see people in the summer riding around with a girlfriend on the back in just a pair of shorts and a bikini top. Yeah. I'm like,
it's like, you're going to die or be maimed.
You go down the road, mate. Road rash hurts. Those of us that have had a spill, even when it's ground through your levers, it ain't pleasant. When you see these idiots in just a pair of cut-down jeans and a T-shirt, you're like, if you loved that girl on the back of that bike, there's no way you would have her on the back of that machine in just a pair of shorts and a bikini top. I'm sorry, but...
But then you're kind of talking to the wrong audience there, aren't you? Because they're too stupid to realise that.
Yeah,
anyway.
but... Yeah.
If they're doing that in the first place, then it's like, yeah, you really are a bit
Absolutely. We used to see it in Spain all the time because I did the doors for a couple of years out in Spain. In Ibiza and Mallorca, and you used to see it all the time with the medpeds, the holiday makers hiring them and gunning around, and quite often you would hear of a spill, or see a spill, and you used to think, their life's pretty much,
Yeah. Oh, look, you didn't wear a helmet and now you have no lower jaw, but you're alive. That sucks to be you.
And it's sad to see. It really is. Because that 10-second mistake has affected them for the rest of their life.
I remember I actually saw, I can't remember how I did it, but I saw a picture of someone who'd fallen off a motorbike without a helmet, and they literally had no lower jaw.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't even know where you go from that point, because they survived, they were alive, and it's like, how are you even going to live a life now?
Well, there's going to be reconstructive surgery with bits of rib and all of that sort of thing, but life's never going to be the same.
There's nothing else there. There's no skin. There's nothing, just a big gap where it's like, I don't even know how they can recover that from you. Your life is ruined.
I have a friend, I think I've told you this before, when we was 17, he had a bad accident. And he's been a quadriplegic ever since, full-blown Christopher Reeve syndrome, and that's been his life since the age of 16, 17, it's, it's that moment of madness.
Yep. You pay for the rest of your life.
Exactly.
Be safe, kids. Wear your crash helmets.
Same thing. He says, hate seeing the T-shirt and shorts brigade blattering about. It frightens your spit, doesn't it, mate? Because you want to take them down to a Burns ward or a skin graft ward to see someone that's been through it.
And the other thing to keep in mind as well is, if they give that little crap about themselves because they're that stupid, why should you expect them to be not any danger to anybody else, like other motorbikers or pedestrians or people in cars? If they're that careless with themselves, they're not going to give a crap about anybody else they're riding around.
Exactly.
So they're just as much danger to everybody else as they are to themselves.
It's frightening because you see it. You sit there, and I know as we get older, we do get a bit cynical and a bit, the kids today. I know that, but when it comes to blatant common
stupidity.
Sense, lack of, you can't help but think, don't people learn? Don't people, especially now with social media and the internet, the evidence is out there of when it goes wrong, what can happen.
But that's what I was saying earlier about the brain not being fully formed until you're about 22 or 23 or something. There's still that part of your brain that deals with consequences and the feeling of it can happen to anybody except me. I'm immune from it. That's still there when you're like in your teens.
Oh yeah, it drives you absolutely nuts, doesn't it?
Basically, we're just idiots. Humans. We're all rubbish.
Yeah, it's a shame.
I've got to. But then again, in another way, it's a kind of Darwin Award, I suppose.
Yes.
So there's probably some good comes of it, in a way.
Yeah, you just sit there and you think, yeah.
I always get frustrated when you see like, some chud steals a car, or like some like 16-year-olds driving some car hopped up on alcohol and they're all drunk up and they're going around and being basically a weapon at 60 miles an hour in urban areas.
Yeah.
And they stove it on a roundabout, and I remember one copper saying, he said he hates the fact that car thieves and people that joyride are always made of rubber. Yeah. He says, because you can take a joyrider, he can drive around like a moron, crash the car, everybody will die except that person.
Yeah.
Everybody else in the car will die except that kid that was doing it, and he's caused all that. And he said, they just get away with it. It's really frustrating. I need to do some drilling.
It's the chaos and carnage that they cause and leave behind. It's
yeah. And they're unfortunately far too stupid to
well, this is it. It's lives destroyed, isn't it? And we get a lot of joyriding down here, and it's just it's always the innocent person that's driving along, minding their own business, in their little pride and joy that they've worked damn hard to pay for.
Yep.
And
it's Mrs. Landingham, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mrs. Landingham.
Yeah. Prime example. Yeah. Mrs. Bless her. Yeah.
I love Mrs. Landingham. She's brilliant.
Legend.
That was such a tearjerker episode, that.
Oh, wouldn't it, eh? It was proper, wouldn't it?
If you've not watched The West Wing, we've just destroyed an entire episode for you, but...
Yeah.
Oh. It's such a tearjerker episode. I've just drilled a hole in the world's smallest exhaust pipe.
You go careful.
It's as big as a molecule.
Yeah, I'm getting quite concerned about you with all of this scratch buildery tomfoolery you're doing, mate.
Well, I wouldn't say scratch buildery. A little bit of drilly. But yeah, you need to watch the latest Craftsman video. You will like it.
I shall endeavour to do that at some point tonight.
You'll be off to the pound shop in minutes.
Oh, really? Is it one of those?
He goes to the Dollar Tree.
Oh, nice.
And picks up a couple of well, you'll see when you watch it.
Crabs, man. The crabs,
man.
Stable viewing of everyone, the Craftsman.
Yeah, you should watch Craftsman videos. Everyone should subscribe. Why he hasn't got 1 million subscribers, I don't know.
Yeah.
He's got new T-shirts and stickers out.
Oh, is he?
Yep.
Bitch. I think he'd make a fortune out of selling Craft Sun dolls.
Oh, yeah. Well, there was... you can download and print. There's an STL file of the Craftsman.
Oh, yeah, I've got them.
Yeah, because you can buy it off his website, don't you?
Someone sent me the link, didn't they?
Yes. And there was actually somebody actually did like an action figure of Craftsman as a joke, and I think they decided to make a few of them as well. So.
Yeah. Craftsman. It's all about the crab.
Speedy Q8 says he's cool and super smooth.
He is, and he's legend, mate.
Shaw. The Craftsman taught me the word cabochon.
Oh, right.
Never going to use it, but it's the way he says cabochon.
Hey, mate, it is one of those words. It's a good word, isn't it?
Cabochon. It's got that kind of southern Louisiana kind of feel to it. Down in the bay, you're making cabochon. Right. I've still got a few bits left to clean, but I think what we'll do is we'll start to wrap up.
I was in that time already. I'm doing all right, mate.
8 o'clock.
I'm doing all right.
Bloody hell. I've not even finished cleaning up the bits for one dude yet.
Yeah, I've done that
You love
one.
you love your resin builds, don't you?
And I've done that one.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so
I need to build the stuff I've got and then buy more.
So yeah,
I need to buy more Cromlech.
You can use my link, mate, because no one's used it yet, and I'm not feeling the love.
I shall put you full screen. Show them again.
Yeah.
Remember, folks, if you go to bitsofwar.com and use either the link in my description below or my code, or on Colin's channel, if you want to help support Colin, you can use his link and his channel code, which is the description of his videos. You can get some of these fine, awesome, slightly not official orc or other stuff, not just orcs.
And they're a lot cheaper than other places that may make resin stuff.
And they are beautiful. And their Squig-Off, not Squig-Off, is actually bigger than the Forge World Squig. Yeah, Norzilla is bigger than a Squig-Off.
Yeah. That's how you've got all of that detail going on.
Yeah. I love the fact they've got that and the German half-track, but made into orc vehicles.
Oh, mate, they're brilliant. I love them.
I've got that and the half-track, and I've got a squad of greatcoats with Schmeisser rifles, with MP40s.
Exactly, and you've got loads of dudes, you've got loads of bombs and all kinds of gubbins, so yeah. You have options, but you know me. Yeah.
There ain't no options.
There ain't. It's mandatory. The only option I've got is the choice of 2 turrets, but I'm going to build them both and just have them magnetised so they can flip between the two. So
they're not options. They're just parts that need a place to go.
Absolutely. So yeah. So that'll be them built. Then my next resin one will be my orc boss on the trike. I'll have all my resin built then, and then I can sit and prime them all, and then they'll be ready to go painty. So.
Muse says, I got an email that shows a package on the way from Poland. I'll have to use your link next, Col.
It's there. It's like the Amazon America thing. I put that up because I was asked to do it, but no one's used it, and I'm in danger of Amazon taking it down now because it's been 180 days. So and it just takes time to keep creating them. So
you have to be merciless with your pimping.
They're there if you want them, folks. At the end of the day.
Excuse me, I'm stretching.
So
you have to really get that merciless pimping on.
I already have, mate, but yeah.
I know. You have to do it. Every breath you take.
Absolutely. It's on every video, it's on everything, and I mention it on every show and put it in the chat on every show. There's only so much pimping you can do before people get tired.
Don't even think that last bit. That last bit doesn't matter.
I hear it. I hear it off of people.
Doesn't matter. Nobody likes adverts, but you still get them.
Yeah.
It's got to be done. It's got to be done. That is awesome looking.
Absolutely.
It's bigger than I thought, actually. It's bigger than I thought it was.
Yeah, they are a decent size. They really are. And the detail in
like
them.
A bit bigger than 135th.
Yeah, they're as good as Forge World.
Oh, yeah.
They do
look really nice.
I must admit, they are beautifully done. I'm looking forward to painting them bad boys.
Yes, I'll take you off full screen. I've just got to go full screen.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, I've not done anything apart from take some parts off and clean them, so there's no point showing those. So I've not even built one dude today. I've finished one dude a little bit, and I've cleaned up half a dude. For some reason, these flash kits are like taking a while to get off and get all the bits and clean them up and build them. It's enjoyable, but it's not like, I don't know. It takes longer for some reason. I don't quite know why. But they're big. I mean, they're quite big, massive figures.
They're super massive figures, are they, mate?
Well, they're just big orcs, like 8 foot tall orcs. So, yeah, we're liking them. But I think that's going to do us. So, Colin, thank you very much, as always, for joining me.
It's all right, mate. Not a problem.
For the Warhammer Sundays.
My pleasure.
Thank you, everyone, for coming along and joining us today. Lovely to see you all. I think we'll stick with this 6 o'clock slot for the time being.
Yes.
And we'll stick with the Saturdays. And we'll eventually go back to Sundays, hopefully at some point in the probably distant future, but we will do. But for now, we'll stick with Saturday dinner times. It does seem to work. I will be back. I might come back tonight for a bit of video gaming, but I don't know. So just make sure you hit the notification bell in case I do a last minute pop-up of a live stream. I might not, I probably won't, but just in case.
You never know, folks.
Yep, and I'll be back tomorrow at 6 o'clock PM. for some Skyrim Sunday. I'm doing it in the evening, not in the morning, because that means getting up earlier and everything else. I'll just do it in the evening after dinner. So 6 p.m. tomorrow for some Skyrim Sunday, and then I'll be with you on Monday with Colin.
Yeah, and over on my channel, yeah.
Yep, and then I'm filming the GT40, so hopefully that should be out this week sometime, and I'll see you back here for some gaming on Friday. What you got on this week?
Tomorrow I've got me Festa and Friends at 2 p.m. And Monday, the Monday show, 9 p.m. Wednesday, E-Models on their channel, 9 p.m. Friday, Frolic. And then this next Saturday, mate.
Yes. Oh, I forgot to say thank you to Muse if she used my link. I don't know if she did.
Yeah.
If she means she used my link, thank you for that. Thank you, bigly.
Yeah,
so we've got a busy week. I'll try and get the GT40 video out this week. I started filming it, so hopefully should have it done. And other than that, basically, I'll see if I can join in the hangout tomorrow with you guys. It depends what Mama Wolf's doing. Probably won't be able to.
Yeah.
But if I can pop in, if I can pop in, I will. If she's still farting about though, then yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, but I shall see you all very soon. Don't forget though, folks, don't forget to like and subscribe and support the channels. You can support my channel at Festa 67's Workshop.
I know, you carry on, mate.
You can support this channel by going to patreon.com/modelmakingguru and becoming a patron, or you can press join under any of my content to become a channel member, or for Colin's channel.
Festa 67's Workshop, youtube.com/@Festa67 or patreon.com Festa 67's Workshop. There you go.
Yeah, and you can support them. And you get loads of free stuff, and both channels give you access to the live 24/7 Zoom hangout, like what you see on a Sunday, where you can, and the Facebook associated chat thing.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. So
there you go, folks.
And you keep the channels alive. But until then, I shall say, Colin, again, thank you, my friend, for coming along. Lovely bit of resin you've got on your bench there.
I know, it's nice, isn't it, eh?
Always makes me want to go and do mine.
You want to build all your Forge World now, don't you?
Stop doing stuff I want to build.
Yeah. I've got a couple of little bits left, and then, yeah.
I'm looking at World War II Orcs, and now I've got to go and do a GT40. Oh!
Yeah, it's all going to be boxed up, ready, once it's primed. Hopefully prime it all this week, and that'll be ready for painty-kins then. Happy days.
Awesome. I'll probably do the similar to you. I'll just get loads of stuff built up.
Yeah, for me, it's just gives me options that I haven't currently got.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you've got to start thinking long term.
I've got to think long term, mate. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's going to do it. So everyone, take care of yourself. I'm going to go and sort out dinner now, but thank you all. Take care of yourselves. Go make something awesome, like all of these and all of those. I'm pointing at my monitor, which is useless because you guys can't see that. Go be awesome. And until next time, I shall say...
Adios, amibus.
You're too slow. Too slow. God damn it.
See you later, folks. Bye.
Bye!